What's going on, GFY crew? How y'all doing tonight?
Yo,
Yo. All right, we're there. I'm gonna lock this up. All right, how you doing, Bruce?
man, I'm chilling. You heard me?
Right. About to smoke this blunt.
I can't complain.
We're about to start the GFY podcast. It's gonna be a good night.
I could complain, but like how the old people say, who the fuck gonna listen?
Well, I
Don't
mean, I
nobody
guess I
care
was
anyway.
in the GFY crew, the horde.
You dig? That's what I was thinking about. I was thinking about the topic of tonight should be who the fuck gets it?
Dude, if this cat does not keep slapping me. All right, Miss Kitty, I'm sorry. You gotta be cool. All right, maybe this will work.
Yeah, it'll work. It's gotta work.
This fucking cat.
That's your kid.
She's a terrorist, bro. All right. So, the topic of tonight, who the fuck gonna listen? Is that what it is?
Who the fuck gets it?
Gets it.
Who get it?
What is it?
Everything. Like, when people say, do you get it? Who gets it?
But they also
Who
say-
actually gets it?
I don't know, man, because you gotta have it. You gotta have it. You got to. If you don't have it, what do you have?
It's like, no, I'm talking about like when I say who gets it, like who does anybody have a full understanding of everything?
No. No.
Right, that's the question I'm asking.
You could never. I think you could never really, like. Let's assume that this life is like a 10-floor building, right? Each one of us can only inhabit one floor at a time. But it really takes you to leave the building, quote unquote, by dying to see the entire building, to know what it really is about. The guy who's on the postal floor has no idea how the accountants do their thing,
Right.
or how the executives do their thing. It's just I don't know. It would be really hard to understand it. But I do have this idea that, I don't really believe in, like, God per se, like, in the sense that there's someone who, like, actually cares about what goes on down here,
Right.
But I think, like, the human body is just it's a three-dimensional thing, right? But I think we're four-dimensional creatures. So when you die, you kind of shed this three-dimensional form, become the four-dimensional being that you feel you are because you connect to other people.
Yeah.
And because, like, we definitely feel connected, right? Like, you never find it's very rare to find a person that just doesn't feel anything, like any connection to anybody. Like, you had to be connected.
Mm-hmm.
To be a hermit's almost like it's like a vow. You got to go against human nature to be a hermit.
A hermit or a monk.
Right. But, so I think we're, like, inherently connected. To say there's a soul, I don't know. I would say it's more of, like, your four-dimensional form, feeling,
But, okay, like you brought up the hermits and we added the monks into that. Like, how do you disconnect like that? I was watching something on Nat Geo or one of them things, and it was about the monks. And these motherfuckers up there by themselves, they don't speak to each other.
Well, because they don't. Well, I think they don't think they. They don't think they're not speaking. I think they think they're talking to God the whole time. Now, who God is to them, I don't know, and I don't know how it would that God would, like, express itself, to these people. Maybe it's in, like, the wind. Because I remember watching this thing. I think it's in Italy, and there's a monastery, and it's hell old. It's like over 1,000 years old, right? And they haven't had a woman step foot on this mountain since like the 1400s. And they just kind of do their thing, you know. They do monk shit. They like clear paths and pray to God all day. I mean, it's not for me. It's not for everyone, clearly.
Right.
I think what they do is like kind of admirable, kind of a waste of time. Because like, what purpose does that serve? Are they? Because they're never. These people never like. They never share their insights. Like you never get a book out of these dudes at the end of the day. That's like, this is what I found out by talking to God for 50 years. That would be kind of nice, you know. Like,
Right.
Seems kind of selfish when I think about it.
Be like, what did God say to you?
Right. Like, I want to know. You spent the last 60 years in complete silence. You're about to die. Come on, say something, man.
Say something.
Anything, man. Make it like validate it.
You heard about the so, you know, my theory is, and I'm gonna stick to this all the time, government always cooking up some shit.
You always
So-
got to question authority.
Huh?
Always question authority.
So
Not always go against it, but always question
Right.
it, though. What's its motive?
now we getting over the coronavirus. So
But we're not.
see. All right, I'm just. So now you heard about the. They got something now called monkeypox.
I think they've had monkeypox for a while.
Oh, I didn't know nothing about it. They just said they got the first case in the United States.
Oh, maybe in the United States. I'm pretty sure. I might be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure that's a disease I've heard of in like Asia and shit.
They say a cat from Nigeria came to Dallas with, and they showed pictures of his arm. That boy shit looked like the back of a Nestle Crunch.
Damn. Let me look at
Monkeypox.
let's look at old monkeypox. That shit sounds dangerous.
Shit sound dang. But the governor of Texas, he was like,
Fuck Greg Abbott.
it's nothing to be worried about.
Fuck that dude.
I don't even know who the governor of Texas is. What his name?
His
What is
name's
it?
Greg Abbott. He's some dude in a wheelchair. I can't believe Texas Republicans voted a dude in a wheelchair. And not knocking people in wheelchairs, but you know, Texas Republicans seem like the kind of people that would knock someone for being in a wheelchair.
He in a wheelchair.
Yeah, what's up with all these Republicans being in wheelchairs? You got him, and then you got that dude from South Carolina. These wheelchair guys who are just like super. I do see that. Yeah, look at this dude. He looks like goddamn, he looks like a Nestle Crunch.
Yeah, for real. What they got shot? How they wind up in a wheelchair?
Oh, I don't know. Guys, I'm not even exaggerating. This literally looks like a human Nestle Crunch bar.
Real talk. I saw it.
Greg Abbott got into a wheelchair. He was out running. I can't even make this up. A large oak tree cracked and fell on his back. Now, if that ain't God's way of telling you to get the fuck out of here, I don't know what is. I mean,
An oak tree fell on him.
fell on him. Fucking fell on him. And he survived, but he's
My
paralyzed.
nigga, how an oak tree fall on you?
I don't know how you let an oak tree fall on you. And this happened in '84. I'm not even blaming headphones. Those headphones sucked in '84.
Right.
There's no way you didn't hear an oak tree crack.
The headphones in '84, like the ones that came with the Walkman.
Bro,
Man, that shit was just like a.
those are probably worse than the headphones you get on airlines now.
Yeah, for real.
Those are probably like
Them bitches was trash.
They're probably bad. Oh yeah.
With the little foam rub over the ear. Oh,
And the foam
man.
always itchy.
Oh man. Then after a while, that shit gets stale and hard. Go to cracking up.
Yep.
Cocksucker.
No, but they
Shout
got
out to Sony and the Walkman, man, because shit.
some game changing technology right
Yeah,
there.
man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm talking that shit. But that Walkman was that shit right there.
For its time,
The late
amazing.
80s, early 90s, you remember that Walkman.
I mean, absolutely absolute game changing for its time.
Yeah,
you know?
it wasn't all that Bluetooth shit like we got now. You know.
Shout outs to Bluetooth. Shout out
Shout
to
out to
USB
Bluetooth.
3.0, man. Way to USB, like the game, like the, bro, we've come so far just in USBs.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know how fast phones charge now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plug that bitch up, that bitch fully charged in like 30 minutes.
30 minutes an hour. And now you get the wireless chargers.
Yeah, you
That
can
bitch
lay
is-
that shit down.
That bitch is breaking. That's some overpowered technology right there, man. We talk a lot of shit about tech, but at the end of the day, I don't think anyone would give up the technology they have, you know?
Like, think about it. Back in the day, we used to have to, after the CD player, you could play music off your phone, but you had to get that wire, the auxiliary wire. Plug that shit into the fucking radio. And
Think
shit.
about the time before autoplay on YouTube, when you actually had to pick the next song,
Oh, yeah.
or like,
Say, you know YouTube is not that old?
it's really not. It's only like 15 years old.
So, I don't think it's past 20.
It's definitely not past 20. But
And Soulja Boy was the first rapper on YouTube.
it's 16 years old. I was right.
16.
2005.
You heard me?
Yeah.
Soulja Boy was the first rapper on YouTube.
That's sad.
He really was.
I know it's sad.
That's not why I say
Because you always want someone like great to be the first.
it was Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy is great, man.
You gotta convince me on that. You gotta convince me on his greatness. He's good, but is he great? Come on.
He great. I'm gonna tell you why he great. Look at what that little boy did at 15 years old, bro.
All right, let me hear it.
Like, this little boy sold 5 million records.
Off of Soulja Boy Tell Him?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I mean, I'm not
independent.
I'm not knocking
Himself.
the
He made
first
his
album.
own beats. He did his own promotion.
But just like last week when you told me the Baby was the same sound, I would argue Soulja Boy is the same sound over and over.
You think so?
Yeah, I would say so.
You don't listen to Soulja Boy.
Maybe I was one of the few people that didn't get won over by Superman Knows Hoes. And I was just like not convinced on that. And
Right.
so I kind of knocked him since
That
then.
wasn't it.
Right. Well, maybe I just didn't give him enough
It
enough
went
chapters
further.
in the book.
You know,
right.
he had.
That was a polarizing song to drop though. Like,
Yeah,
like,
it
either
was.
You really
but he
like
had
that
Billboard hits and shit like
dude, or
real
you thought he was
radio.
dog shit.
Kiss Me Through the Phone. He
Yeah,
had,
I forget about Kiss Me Through.
Yeah,
That was a poppin'
yeah.
song. That was good at the time.
that was on the pop charts.
That was a good song. I remember that song. He popped off, I guess, in like what, 2003 to like 2006.
No, it was after that. It was like 2000.
I mean, 2008 to like
about
2011.
2007, 2008.
Yeah. Yeah, it was probably when I was like 18, 19
That's
years
when
old.
that's when Soulja Boy popped up. Soulja Boy, tell him. Shout out to Soulja Boy, man. You gotta come on the show, nigga.
Shout out to a guy who can't come on the show, Biz Marquee.
Rest in
Rip.
peace to Biz Marquee, man. Nobody beats the Biz.
Biz was truly a one of a kind
Legend.
legend. Who's the next rapper we're gonna lose? We lost MF
Hip hop
Doom.
icon, man. Like, Biz is a staple in the game.
I know we've lost two in the last like 6 months. We lost MF Doom in October,
You know, him ever doing.
you know, and then you lost Biz.
Lost
I mean,
Biz.
Who do you lose now? I don't want to, I don't want to say
Like,
anything.
just in the past, man.
GFY is gonna go
Like,
on the
we
record.
talking
here.
about recent, but like,
I'm gonna make a wild prediction here in a sec.
man, we lost Pop Smoke,
Nipsey.
Nipsey, Mo 3. Man.
I think we lose Fat Joe next. I'm calling it here. This is a GFY exclusive prediction.
Damn.
If I'm right, this is going to be crazy, but I'm probably not. We're just going to make the prediction just in case. This is one of those
Fat
horse
Joe.
bets where you go, fuck it, Browns winning the Super Bowl. Calling it here,
Why
Um,
Fat Joe?
The most random rapper I can think of right now.
Most
no-
random-
There's no reason for me to say it. I just want to make it a prediction in case if it happens. I haven't heard anything from Fat Joe in quite a while.
Running with your life in my hand. Oops, I fumbled. What'd you say about Fat Joe?
I haven't heard anything from him in a while.
Oh, Fat Joe doing his thing, man.
What's he doing?
Man, Fat Joe, he got a podcast too.
Of course he does. Everyone got a
Called
podcast.
Joe Bro.
Even we got a podcast.
You're right.
Everyone
we got a book. Yeah.
Everyone got a podcast.
Yeah, Fat Joe. It's called Joe Bro. Like he really
Right.
be.
He's like Joe Oprah.
Yeah, he get, but you know, due to his position and status in the game, you know what I'm saying? He getting all the celebrities on his
I'm
shit.
sure he does. All you got to do is be somebody.
And it said it be raw.
I'm sure it is.
It be raw. They be cutting up. And everything Joe asks these motherfuckers, they be like, yeah, they tell it.
I guess because he's a dude they know. You know?
Joe a gangster, man.
I'm not knocking Joe. I just
Fat
think
Joe a gangster, son.
I was never
He a
not-
real live gangster.
I never was knocking Joe. I'm just saying, Joe's the next one to go, based on nothing at all. Just based on
Joe, I ain't say that.
No, I said it, Joe.
Crack.
I'm taking the credit.
Crack, I ain't say that.
If Crack comes and deals with me, that'll be the biggest thing to happen to GFY.
Oh, Crack, you hear that? I did not say that. Big Rich said that. I ain't say that, Crack.
Crack, if you're gonna deal with me though, you got to deal with me live. Like I need.
Crack, he on some Logan Paul shit, man.
You know, I'd fight Big Joe. I'll fight him.
You'll fight
him.
Joe?
Yeah, I'll box him. Fuck it. Joe, set it up. Have you people call my people? I'll fight you. Fuck. Let's see the dimensions of Fat Joe.
Joe a big boy, man.
Yeah, he might be big, but come on, lean back. Like that's his only move.
And they said Joe beat niggas up in New York for fun. Some of your hardest niggas, Joe done beat the fuck out of.
Nah. I never seen Joe 6'1". Fat Joe 6'1". This would be an even fight. Except he probably got me by like 100 pounds.
Yeah, Joe a big old boy, man.
I heard he slimmed up though. No?
Yeah, he slimmed up. Big old Colombian.
Let's see, New York
think
versus
Joe
New
half
Orleans.
Colombian and half Cuban.
I wouldn't mind being, a knockoff Logan Paul. I could do that. I'll do it if I can get 1/10 of his money. 1/10 of it. He makes a lot of money, bro.
Yeah, he do. That motherfucker make a lot of money.
I'll get knocked out by Tyson. I don't give a fuck. I'll fight.
Who he fighting next?
Logan Paul?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Let's find out.
And they said he got another fight coming up. I forgot who was against though. But I saw where he made the comment talking about he want to fight Mike Tyson.
I did know he wants to fight Mike Tyson.
Man.
He's supposed to fight. Oh no, you got Jake Paul, Tyron Woodley though. Here, that'll be
Jake
good.
Paul and Tyron Woodley.
Yeah, the UFC dude. Now Jake Paul can fight. I've seen that dude fight.
The Super Saiyan.
He's the Super Saiyan. Yeah, he thinks he's the Super Saiyan. Who am I to deny someone who believes they are of the Saiyan race? I'm not here to deny your race or your gender, honestly. Logan Paul wants to say he's a Super Saiyan. Fucking prove it.
Right.
Go Super Saiyan.
Go Super Saiyan.
Let me
Start
see it,
glowing in that bitch.
Start beating up. If he beats Tyron Woodley, he might be a Super Saiyan. Just saying, the dude should not beat this. He should not beat Woodley at all. There shouldn't be a shot in hell of him winning that fight.
Mm.
Tyron Woodley's like a professional UFC fighter.
Right.
He should beat up Jake Paul. Jake wants to raise the stakes, though. He's like, they had a press conference, and Jake was like, if I win, you get a tattoo saying I love Jake Paul. And if you win, I'll get a tattoo saying I love Tyron Woodley. Tyron Woodley wouldn't say yes or no. He would just laugh, but he should have taken that bet.
It's a good, clean, friendly bet.
I think so. It's a tattoo. Who hasn't bet a tattoo before,
Fucking right.
Man, feels bad for the Suns. Feels real bad. That's how recent this episode's gonna be, guys. Is we literally just finished watching the Suns. I feel bad for Chris Paul, man. He's gonna go down as one of those players that deserved a title and never got one. You know, and there's a lot of players that are in that list. Not everyone can win a finals. It's hard. You got to win 7 games.
Man.
But you had the Bucks 2-0. You had them good. Like, am I mistaken?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 2-0, and the Bucks came back won the last 4 games. Like, you had them, and you fucked it up. It's hard to see. Maybe losing that Eastern European center they had in Game 1, maybe that affected it. You don't want to say a torn ACL ruined a series and that one bench player lost them because he couldn't play. They couldn't win, but I thought they had, I don't know, Antetokounmpo. He put it on a different level after he came back in Game 3 and was like,
yeah, he did.
I'm gonna shut up all the haters. I'm gonna play the fucking game.
He ain't talk no shit.
He didn't talk no shit. He just played hard. You got to give him credit. That's an MVP style performance. I'll give him that. Good for him. He deserves the title. This is his first one, I think.
This is his first one.
Yeah, it's hard to win in the age of LeBron. He's always in the finals most of the time. This year is different, but most of the time, especially when you were in the East, LeBron was in the East, you weren't going to the finals, Unless you're the Pistons.
Right.
They fucked him up early. But I mean,
shout out to Giannis, man. Shout out to PJ Tucker. Shout out to Chris Middleton. Shout out to Drew Holiday.
Yeah, fucking right, Drew Holiday finally.
Yeah, bro, y'all did y'all thing. You heard me.
Played some Milwaukee style basketball, whatever that means.
They brought Kareem old ass out there.
I mean,
he's sitting out there with that big ass sports coat on.
7'2", big ass.
Yeah, that bit was big. That bit was like a 7X.
Dude, that was a big dude.
Yeah, he's still a big dude. That motherfucker still like 7 feet 2. He ain't no fucking.
Well, yeah. But I mean,
you know who Kareem Abdul-Jabbar remind me of?
Who?
What's that giraffe name on Madagascar?
Oh, I don't know.
Mortimer? Maximus? Man, it's something. Yeah, but that's who Kareem looked like. The giraffe of Madagascar.
Melman?
Huh?
Melman? Melman, the hypochondriac, reticulated giraffe?
Yeah, the hypochondriac.
Who's afraid of germs?
That bitch think he's sick. You look at him too hard, he think he got a cold. You know watch Madagascar?
I mean, only when I'm like super stoned. I haven't seen it recently. It's been years. It came out in 2005. Feels like it came out.
Man, they got like 6 of them bitches now.
See, I was at the age when like that came out where it was like it just wasn't cool for me to be seen at Madagascar because I was like 15 or some shit.
Man, I watched that.
I watch it now, but back then, I was worried about what other people thought. I was 15. I didn't know who I was.
Gotcha.
Now I could give a fuck less what anyone thinks. I don't give a shit.
You ever saw the Simpsons movie?
Yeah.
I went and saw the Simpsons movie in the movie theater. The day it came out.
I remember. You remember
when it came out on that Friday? I went and saw it that Saturday morning at the 12 o'clock show.
Do you remember
by myself?
That's wild to watch a movie to go to the theater by yourself.
I went up in the movies by myself. They had like me and 3 other people in that bitch. It was early.
Damn. I remember I was a kid and I had won tickets from like B97.
B97.
To the original
B97.
The original Incredible Hulk with like what's that dude's name? The dude from God damn it! How am I gonna forget his name? Fuck, I can't.
What dude?
I don't know, and I can't remember.
Where he from? Where he?
I know, and I'm drawing a blank on all the reference movies for him.
Oh man, what movie y'all?
He's in that movie with Brad Pitt. I can't remember the name of it.
He in a movie with Brad Pitt.
Oh, I'm so high, I can't remember anything. Fuck.
Crispin?
Ed Norton? Yeah. Is that his name?
The big dude?
No. Yeah, Edward. Okay, so it's Edward Norton.
Edward Norton.
Yeah, he plays the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I remember we we won these like pre-show tickets, so we got to see it before it actually hit theaters. And that movie theater was so packed that me and my dad, I don't even know why he sat through it. He had to sit all the way in like the bottom. And I had to sit all the way in the top because there was only like 2 individual seats left. They had crammed everyone in. And I remember sitting next to one of these big old dudes that took up way too much. You know, he was overflowing into my seat. And at that point, I mean, he should have been charged 2 tickets, straight up. Like, fuck you. Like, I don't like that shit, man. I barely get 1 armrest. And then you're going to encompass the second armrest.
That's how it was for the Avengers. And
that movie was dog shit. The original Hulk was terrible. Not the original, but like the original from the like. I don't even think Marvel claims that movie anymore. But it was one of the original Marvel Studio movies. Like, I don't know if you remember that one, but it was terrible. It was the Hulk versus the Abomination, essentially.
See, for the Avengers with the Endgame.
Mm-hmm.
Well.
Oh, dude, that bitch was packed.
Bro,
every theater.
We went to see that bitch in the movies. Say, when I tell you I ain't never seen a movie theater this packed in my life.
Oh, yeah. You know what movie I want to see? Jungle Cruise.
And what fucked me up was they were still letting people in that bitch, man. Niggas was in that bitch sitting in the aisle on the floor, on the steps and shit.
They're fucking assholes about it. They'll just keep selling the tickets. They won't, like, cut it off. There's so much money they're making. People sit down on the aisles to watch something like Avengers.
They was.
Oh, I mean, but that's one of the few movies where it was, like, still worth it to go watch. Like, you knew that bitch was going to be badass. I don't know too many more movies that I really want to go. Like, since, like, Corona, being able to watch shit at home all the time and just getting used to that.
Right.
Man, there's not many movies I really want to go to the movie theater and watch, you know? Like, you got to think of a good, like you want to go see Stillwater with Matt Damon? Not really. I'll watch that shit at home.
Right.
I'll watch that new Nicolas Cage pig movie and fucking...
Nicolas Cage got a pig movie?
Yeah, he plays this fat dude in Oregon who, or Washington, one of the two, and he's just like, he's homeless, but he's got a pig. I'm not making this up. And the pig sniffs out truffles. Okay, and then he trades the truffles to like some dude in town, but he loses the pig, and the movie's about him trying to find the pig. And it seems pretty funny in my head. I don't know if it's a serious movie. I hope it's funny, because I'm gonna watch it hoping it's funny. I'm not gonna watch any trailers. I've read the story behind it, and I think it should be a hilarious movie about this dummy homeless dude who has to go find a pig.
Nicolas Cage and a pig.
And he's fat. I'm telling you guys, this should be a banger. I'm hoping. Probably not, but Nicolas Cage, he's a national treasure. He's quite a dude.
Nicolas Cage about 5'3".
Isn't that like the same size as Tom Cruise?
Him too.
Do you think you could beat up Tom Cruise? Since we were talking about fighting celebrities earlier, what about Tom Cruise? You think you could fight him? I mean, you're like what, 6'5"?
I'm 6'6".
6'6"? I mean, you're fucking huge.
But see, he knows some shit I don't know though.
Some Scientology shit?
No, I ain't the Scientology shit.
Wait, you think he actually learned something from Mission Impossible?
Man,
I mean, he's done enough of them.
Huh?
He's done enough of them. He should know something.
No, I think that they say that bitch ready to take that Jinjitsu shit and all that. Damn.
Man, I feel like you could just put your hand on his forehead.
I'll beat the fuck out of Tom Cruise.
Right.
Man.
Like, I feel like you could just beat the fuck out of him. I don't give a shit.
Come at me with that bullshit if you want to.
I'm
But beat the fuck out you. Now, I know he might really know that shit. But I'll beat the fuck out of Tom Cruise.
But I feel like you
better
fought a
stay in your
crackhead.
fucking place, you little bitty bitch.
I mean, I've gotten into fight with like meth heads before. Like, I feel like I could fight anybody.
Tom Cruise is definitely a cokehead.
Damn. Yeah, I mean, it's all. I heard he drank the placenta when Katie Holmes had his kid. I heard he drank the placenta. That dude was a psycho. That's why she got the divorce. She went nuts. They were trying to get her into Scientology and shit, you know?
What that shit? What they talking about? Scientology? What they say? We grew from a bacteria.
I don't know. All I know is you pay money to get access to like
God.
different tiers, right?
Some things start off with you say you pay money.
Right. Like from what I've gathered watching like people who've been in Scientology and like watching their podcast and like their interviews, they basically it comes down to like you pay money for tiers to get access to different tiers, and when you access the tier, they're like basically just sit you in a room like closed off from everybody, and they just hand you like a bunch of papers, and they're like read it, and like you understand it, yeah, all right, cool, and like that's like what you get for paying that money. I say paying that money, but it's like, oh, I mean, some tiers are like super expensive. You got to have like Tom Cruise money to get some of these tiers, you know, like to get to like L. Ron Hubbard like status and that shit. Like that costs some dough.
Yeah, Tom Cruise could get the fuck out of here.
He got money though.
Yeah,
that
he
little
got
ass
money.
dude
That bitch
he got some
rich.
money.
That bitch rich.
Rich as
No,
fuck.
fuck no. It's a difference. He not rich. He wealthy. It's a difference between being rich and wealthy.
Right. He's got some money.
Tom Cruise is wealthy. Will Smith is wealthy.
Yeah.
Denzel Washington is wealthy.
I would say Jay-Z is like up there too.
Jay-Z is
I mean, when you're wealthy, it's like generations of
Jay-Z
family
is
members are
royalty.
okay. You know, like they're set up, like multiple generations are set up for life, you know?
like dude worth like about a few billion.
Yeah, oh yeah. Think about how far that runs. Like, you think like Jay-Z dies. Okay, right. God forbid, like Jay-Z, Beyonce, eventually they die.
Right.
How long can you survive on that inheritance? And is it enough that you then can pass down some to your child off the inheritance? You know what I mean? Like, is it that much money? Like, say they die, she's like, let's say she's like 35, 40. So say because she's like, what, 12? Something like that. So let's say they last like another 20 years, 30 years. That would be a long time, but like, let's say they're not that old. Could she live like 40 years and then probably still have enough money to pass down like a few $100 million to her kid? Like, that's crazy thought, you know. Most inheritances last like one generation. Maybe a house that lasts like 3 or 4 generations because it's like great grandma's house. That happens, but like, you know what I mean?
Real shit though.
That's crazy to think about, man. That's wild.
We had pulled up you know how you go on Google,
Mm-hmm.
you check people network.
Right.
They said the little girl worth $400 million.
What?
Blue
By
eye?
herself. Yeah. Damn.
Just her.
They say the dude, I forget his name, but he's like a sophomore quarterback at Alabama. And because of the new like name, image, likeness law that passed, Saban says he's worth like $1 million in endorsements. You know, I mean, that's pretty. Yeah, fucking crazy ass cat moving the cat. Stop shaking. Oh. Like, I can't.
Oh shit.
I can't win with this motherfucker. Like, she's gonna shake the table to move the camera. You gotta love cats, bro.
Miss Kid in the motherfucking building, man.
Yeah, she says, I'm awake, I'm here. What's up?
What you been listening to? Music wise, like, you know.
Well, yeah. I've been. It's been Big Walk Dog. Not gonna lie. Who else have I been listening to? Let me look at my YouTube. Let's look at that. Let's see who's on my mix of YouTube. This will be interesting because I don't know who it is. I can only think of like. I'm just so high I can't think of anything. All right. The old yeah, I've been just listening to a lot of Gucci Mane and his dudes, you know, like Big Walk Dog.
I fuck with Gucci Mane.
This dude, Cash Count Lean. Cash Count Lean's pretty it's pretty cold, but it's all these dudes just from like this little town in Mississippi.
So that must be the new cat he just signed from Mississippi.
Mm-hmm. And then you got like who is that? Shiesty,
Pooh Shiesty?
Pooh Shiesty, right? Yeah. He's that. I think he's just signed Pooh Shiesty. But I've been digging what Gucci's been signing. I like him. I didn't realize how intelligent Gucci Mane was until I've watched like a bunch of his interviews, and I like him. You know, he's a cool cat. What about you? You been listening to anything new?
The Migos.
Oh yeah, Culture 3.
Culture 3.
Now I didn't know this, but I don't know which one of it, whose kid it is, but the kid is actually named Culture.
Yeah, that's Cardi B and Offset daughter.
I didn't know that. Culture's third birthday. I didn't realize that. That was pretty. I thought that was pretty solid. You know, I was kind of cool on their part.
Yeah, I've been bumping that. I've been listening to
Culture 3 cold though.
Yeah, Culture 3 cold.
I like Straightening. There's a bunch of songs in there I like.
You like Straightening?
Of course I like Straightening.
You gotta get some Straightening.
Straightening's good. What else? What's the other one on there?
Avalanche. I like
Modern Day. Is Modern Day on there? That might be an old song.
Believe it or not, I'm still bumping that Carter 5.
I mean, it's not a bad album.
It's not.
I'm kind of done with the old that J. Cole album. I'm kind of done with. So I feel you on being able to still bump something well after it's come out. Carter 5 good.
Yeah, I'm still bumping that Carter 5.
I'm waiting for some more NBA YoungBoy to come out.
YoungBoy locked up still.
I know. Well, I've been listening to his old shit.
Oh yeah, nigga gonna rock that boy shit.
I think his last big one was Jump with the Baby, but I've been listening to him for a hot minute. But I think I'm really like committing on to Big Walk Dog. I really think that dude's gonna pop off, you know?
Big Walk Dog?
Big Walk Dog. Oh yeah. That dude is absolutely the truth.
Where he from?
He's from Mississippi. He's that dude from Gucci Mane.
Oh, okay.
But he's like a Mississippi Kevin Gates. So he's really like not that hard to listen to if you can listen to Kevin Gates, you know? Like, so it works. And then I don't know, you just got some good shit.
Big Walk Dog.
Oh yeah. One word.
Better check out Big Walk Dog.
Yeah. Here. Actually, I don't know if we can play anything with DMCA, but he's got some good shit. I like him. I give him the seal of approval, you know? But we're about to take we're gonna take a 5 real quick, guys. Y'all stretch the legs, get some water. This is the official GFY podcast.
That's
if you like us, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button below. Leave us a comment about what you like, And if you really like us, support us on Patreon.